everyone. So today we're going to start reading another chapter book. It's going to be in the series of Table at Trouble 5. This is book number 2. So we read book number 1 already. This is Trouble at Table 5, Busted by Breakfast. So there's 12 chapters, just like the first book. So this is book 2. And just like the first book, there's a table of contents for us. So we're going to be reading the 12 chapters. I'll be reading one chapter a day for you guys. So chapter 1, Soggy Crunch, Soggy Crunch. There are times when Simon just cannot be quiet. He has to talk, and there is no way we can stop until he's done telling us everything. That's what happened yesterday in Mr. Willow's class at table 5. Simon got to school later than us because Rosie and I rode bikes and he walked. Simon broke his bike. He rode it on the rock trail at Picasso Park, but it wasn't the kind of bike that's made for that. It has thin tires for streets and sidewalks, not thick tires with bumps on them for the trails and stuff. So the bike got all busted up. It has 2 flat tires and the wheel rims are bent. Molly, Rosie, Simon called to us when he hurried into the room. He was so excited about something, I could tell. Rosie could tell too. He kicked his book bag under the table and sat down. Do you guys know what Cocoa Puffs are? We nodded. Well, I didn't know what they were until today, Simon said. They're little brown, sugary shaped balls of chocolatey goodness. The great thing about Cocoa Puffs is the whole eating process. It's like the scrumptious chocolate discoveries in one. We just stared at him. He was pretty excited. He couldn't wait to tell us more. And the more he spoke, the faster the words came out. The first several mouthfuls of Cocoa Puffs started out super crunchy, he explained. The first one burst of chocolate flavor is like crunch. Bam! Wake up. It's chocolate time. That's the first discovery. But then, after halfway through the bowl, all the Cocoa Puff balls have absorbed some milk, and they're starting to lose their crunchiness. And you know what kind, that's kind of a bummer, but because who wants to eat soggy stuff? Simon stopped to lick his lips and then continued, and here's what you think. Oh no, my delightful chocolate dream has turned into a terrible chocolate nightmare. Instead of crunchy Cocoa Puffs, I've got a half a bowl of soggy, mushy Cocoa Puffs. He was talking even faster now. The disappointment starts to wash over you. Maybe it's time to dump them into the sink. But that would be wasteful, so you take a few more bites and wham! You make the chocolate discovery. When Simon inhaled, Rosie cut in and asked, what's the second discovery? The chocolate balls look and feel soggy on the outside, but they're still crunchy and sugary on the inside, Simon exclaimed. He was louder now. Some of our classmates stared back at our table. I mean, what? Are you kidding me? Can you be even serious? My chocolate nightmare is a crunchy chocolate dream again? That's impossible. But it's not. His voice was really loud now. You feel and taste the evidence each time you chew. Simon almost yelled, soggy, crunch, soggy, crunch, soggy, soggy, crunch, crunch. Then bang, the bell rang. The school day started, but Simon wasn't finished yet. And at the bottom of our chapter it says, you've already read more than 50 sentences. Off to a great start. Here's our last picture for chapter 1. So try to make a prediction. What do you think? Is he going to stop telling his story now that the bell rang? Or do you think he's going to keep getting his story and maybe get louder?